Now at 6, we're still tracking snow out there. We're going to let you know how much we have picked up so far.
Plus, snowy roads, they caused a lot of headaches this morning with more than 100 crashes and slide-offs. What you can expect when you leave the house tomorrow. And a man shot at a Sikh temple here in Indianapolis. What led up to the shooting and the latest on the search for a suspect. Live from Indy, you're watching 13 News. Oh, we'll start with a live look outside on this Sunday evening. Oh, it just looks like winter, doesn't it, Matt? Snow blanketing downtown Indianapolis tonight. And gosh, if you ventured out at all today, you know it has been a really windy Sunday too. So now we're bracing for bitter cold as temps yet again take a tumble. So Matt's getting us ready for the impact on the morning commute and snow later this week.
We got another chance coming up.
Okay.
That's Tuesday night and Wednesday. I will say for that one, there will be a good opportunity for pre-treatment.
Oh, that's good.
It was hard with this one.
Right, which made it tough on the drivers. Yeah.
Super tough. So I do want to touch on the morning commute tomorrow. You know, a lot of roads, Jenny, just kind of got wet. The heavily trafficked roads throughout the day. That was some good news, but they're still kind of wet out there as snow showers are still falling. And as temperatures continue to fall, I mean, we're headed to single digits tonight. Guys, it's going to get really cold. There'll be a lot of slick spots out there tomorrow morning, so we'll be watching the roads very closely. We picked up a good 1 to up to 4 inches across much of the state. Those were the radar estimations. I want to give you some of the totals that you guys sent in. If you don't see your town up here, go ahead and let us know how much you picked up. But Peru, big winner at 4 inches, and then a lot of us in eastern Indiana, not bad for the Spartans in Connorsville, Richmond, Indiana, 3, up in Marion, 3. Indianapolis officially 1.9 inches, but we still have the snow flurries out there, and they're kind of heavy in some spots. You can see the snow is blanketed all Hoosiers. Everyone woke up to a little bit of snow this morning, just a little bit depending on where you were, how much you got. But the snow continues to come down. In fact, we've got a really good band right over downtown from Zionsville, Brownsburg, all the way south and east to Shelbyville and Beech Grove. Coming up, Jenny, we're going to let you know maybe how much more snow we can get, and then we'll take a closer look at that midweek storm here in just a bit.
All right, Matt, thanks. You know, we talked about it. The snow today really caused some problems on the roads. State police tell us they responded to more than 130 crashes and slide-offs just in the last 12 hours. Our Anna Chalker spent the day looking into road conditions all throughout central Indiana.
As we've been driving around, what we've noticed is that almost every road is slick and covered in snow, like what you're seeing right here. And this has caused several crashes and slide-offs throughout the day. And interstate officials tell us this is a problem we could continue to see the next few days.
From I-465, US 40, to even local streets.
The roads deteriorated very quickly.
Drivers woke up to a messy Sunday morning commute.
We weren't able to necessarily get that head start like we might in other situations.
While several INDOT trucks have been out all weekend, the department says they weren't able to pre-treat with brine because the rain on Saturday would have washed it away.
So we were unfortunately having to be a little bit more reactive in that regard.
Once that rain turned into snow overnight, it created a bigger problem.
Currently, on some of our routes, we do have some blowing and drifting snow with the higher winds that we're experiencing.
And those conditions led to driving issues. According to Indiana State Police, they've responded to over 130 crashes and slide-offs since midnight due to drivers speeding and not paying attention to the traffic around them.
All you have to do is just slow down a little bit. Time and time again, we see people crashing and going in the ditch, and the cause always comes down to they were going too fast for the road conditions.
And as the temperature goes below freezing the next few days, both INDOT and state police urge drivers to go slow and be aware of frozen spots.
Don't be surprised if you find a slick spot, or if a bridge or an overpass or a ramp is a little bit slippery. If you're expecting those hazards, you're going to be a much safer driver.
To keep up with road conditions, any crashes, or when snow plows will be in your area the next couple of days, we have a link to INDOT's TrafficWise website at WTHR.com. Anna Chalker, 13 News.
And INDOT tells us they will continue to have crews out tonight on the lookout for any spots that will freeze more quickly. And you know, with colder air and more snow on the way, you'll definitely want to have the live Doppler 13 weather app. You can use interactive radar, get our updated weather blogs, and get prepared for what's to come. It is a free download in your phone's app store. Tonight, IMPD is investigating a shooting at a place of worship. The man hit by gunfire is now recovering after getting shot this afternoon at a Sikh temple. Our Marina Silva is live near Southeastern Avenue and Acton Road with what police know so far. Marina?
Well, Jenny, right now IMPD is searching for that suspect in the shooting. I have learned that the man was shot here at the Sikh temple on Southeastern Avenue. Now, people who attend this temple and IMPD say this incident is just between the two people and nobody else was hurt, and the shooting is not against the temple. Now, it's closed for the rest of the day, but as this was going on, there were many people here continuing their worship on this Sunday. Now, the president of the temple told me he was in another room when he, as well as many, heard the gunshot. At first, nobody really realized what was going on. When they finally did realize something, they found the two men had been in the restroom. One had gotten shot in the leg, the other man ran away. The president says he knows some argument happened, but the details surrounding that are unknown. IMPD is investigating, but has not taken anyone into custody just yet. The president told me they are cooperating with IMPD. Now, he also says that weapons and fighting are not allowed within the temple, but now they're actually putting signs outside the temple in order to remind people that. Again, IMPD says this is an isolated incident. They do believe that it is nothing against the temple, but IMPD is still investigating and searching for that suspect tonight. So we'll send it back to you in the studio, Jenny.
Yeah, certainly a case we'll continue to follow. All right, Marina Silva live for us. Thank you. An IMPD officer nearly killed in the line of duty received a special honor this weekend at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Now retired officer Jason Fishburne was ambushed and shot in 2008 by a murder suspect. He survived thanks in part to a trauma kit. Well, last night at PBR Indianapolis, the professional bull riders event, they took a moment to recognize his sacrifice. They honored his mission to distribute thousands of trauma kits to police agencies all across Indiana. More than 200 lives saved. As you can see, the crowd gave Officer Fishburne a standing ovation, calling him a true hero. Another special honor this weekend, this time for a trailblazing Black female journalist. Eunice Trotter received the Julia M. Carson Community Award today. Crown Hill Funeral Home and Cemetery presents this award every year for Black History Month. Trotter owned and published the Indianapolis Reporter from 1987 to 1991. She was also the first Black editor at the Indianapolis Star. After retiring from journalism, she published a book, Black in Indiana. It's about the life of her great-grandmother who helped outlaw indentured servitude here in Indiana. Trotter says she's fighting to preserve Julia Carson's legacy as well as Indy's rich Black history.
We are going to make it through this flying colors. We've been worked over by experts, so we know what to do already. So Julia didn't give up. I'm not giving up. You can't give up either, so don't give up.
And our 13 Sunrise anchor Jalea Brooks emceed this event. Also, artist King Rhodes showcased these two paintings during today's ceremony. Olympic wrestling gold medalist Sarah Hildebrand is now stepping off the mat, and she's becoming a coach. USA Wrestling says she's the new National Women's Freestyle Assistant and Resident Coach. Hildebrand won a gold medal last summer at the Paris Olympics. She won a bronze in the Tokyo Games back in 2024. Still ahead tonight, European leaders are planning an emergency summit tomorrow. Why they're worried about U.S. plans for the war in Ukraine.
And we have a lot of wet roads across central Indiana, but you get off the bigger roads, some of these smaller roads, the rural roads and county roads, some of them are still snow covered. And I think as temperatures drop, they're going to refreeze. We'll talk about that. We'll also talk about our next snow chance coming up.
But first, a teen combining his love of technology and food to fight hunger. How he's connecting pizza shops with nonprofits. Next.